Alrighty, internet, what's up? It's me, BMH. Uh, doing the weekend chill and test stream. Honestly, this isn't part of the schedule, so again, my scheduled stream days are Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, with the weekend being just days where I might just test how the stream goes, at least when everyone's home. This past week has been pretty rough because my two children, Irish twins. For those that don't know, that pretty much means they were born pretty much months apart. The eldest uh, just turned 8 earlier this month, and the youngest will be 8 by 5 days before Christmas. So yeah, Irish twins. Anywho, I don't know. I'm starting to wonder if I should start taking up, stop acting like the person behind the VTuber, the D&D tuber and all that, or just be the I don't know, man. I really don't know how I really should approach my streams from here on. I like being genuine. I like being myself, especially showing when I geek out over certain things. Like when I was playing Yakuza 0 on stream, I wanted to be known. I was geeking the fuck out. That was, y'all was seeing me have my dumb moments, my dumb fun moments. Because I'm a gamer and I love certain franchises. And honestly, out of all the MMOs I have played, I've always kind of liked coming back to Final Fantasy 14. In fact, I'm grateful. I'm glad that I'm participating in the open beta for the Xbox version, because it actually does make me really like, wow, I am interested. Like, I played this on the PS4, but I honestly want to. Handicap 18. Yes! I played it on the PS4, I own it on the PS4, but in my wholehearted opinion, truthfully, the performance on the PS4, I don't know if it's my system or just that the game really was pushing the PS4 to its knees, like a baseline slim version. I don't know. I'm hoping it's the former. Well, if it is, and oh god, hold up. Oh, I just noticed that. One sec. I don't know. Anyway, just had to get the YouTube chat up. I had to get that pop out chat back up. And once I do that, I'll pretty much have all the chats on my OBS screen. Now I know I should find like a niche or some shit, but in my honest opinion, like how I've always done, I've always liked using playing different games, but I like talking about like things that I want to geek out about. Like, I don't want to stream games because of trends. I want to stream games because it's a way for me to show my love and appreciation for the hobby I have been a part of since my childhood. Like, my childhood, I honestly am gonna say it like how it is. I spent most of my time, I was the kid that literally, what was my definition of a weekend? Locking myself up in my room, playing some games. That was my weekend. What was my definition of, what was my favorite time of the year growing up? Fucking summer vacation, because I spent most of my damn time in a fucking room playing games. It was to the point my mother had to literally get me. It's like over the years I slowly became more introverted. Growing up, like, I'm an introvert, and I also do suffer from, like, I have social anxiety. So, like, I get terrified with, social interactions. But I do know, like, if I'm streaming, it's why when I stream, I'm actually grateful because it's helped me kind of be social and also be not like outgoing. Like, if I go to, when I leave the house, my chest, and I go to places I'm not like familiar with, or I'm not completely I'm also autistic, high functioning, but I also never could stand change. So like, if I'm in unfamiliar places, my fucking anxiety goes up out the ass. It's a fucking mess and a whole fucking. But like I said, like, truthfully, with streaming, I'm not streaming games. I like trying to be this variety. I stream all games. No, I'm just using games as like a background so I can ramble and talk and geek the fuck out about things going on in the media world. It's like I just use the games to just pretty much be something I have going on, but y'all get to see my fuck-ups in real time. Y'all get to see my, me make bad plays in real time. And I can't do something clever like like if I were to do nothing but record this shit and then, edit it. I can't hide the fuck-ups. Honestly, like how I've always felt. Even when I started streaming, like, fighting games on the reg, like every damn day, I honestly just use gaming as a means of like expressing myself, having the good side of myself, the bad side of myself. But like how I feel, as I get older, I've started to remember, oh yeah, it's just it comes and it goes. I can only do what I want. I can only do my best. And I think that's what really gets me going. That's why, even though I know most of the damn time when I'm streaming to nobody, but I'm doing my best. I'm going to be not just for the click, he's doing stupid funny shit. I'm not doing this for hell. I am gonna try to entertain y'all. I am gonna try to keep it entertaining. Maybe I might just do some challenge bullshit. Maybe things might be different when school starts up again Monday, tomorrow. Holy fuck, I cannot wait! But I think a lot of it is I gotta figure out my plan, like my roadmap. Like, my roadmap has been just pretty much hit stream, chat, and whether I do well in a competitive game or not, it's whatever. It is what it is. Oh lord. Alright. Anyway, but I don't know, man. It's not like I'm trying to say like most streamers are disingenuous. Like, I want that to be clear. We all gotta put on a fucking mask, and we all gotta put on the persona, and we all gotta act a certain way. We gotta be what we want people to believe us to be. And what I want people to believe is, I'm a dude just being me. I'm being this dude that plays games, that chat. I like it when chat gets involved. I like it when y'all are interacting with me. And it's like, to me, it shows. Like, that's the thing with live streaming that I've actually come to appreciate more than I ever have with like YouTube in general. Like, live streaming is where you can't hide the faults, you can't hide the mistakes, everything is on display. And it's the opportunity to keep up the act, or to break character, let the mask crack a bit, and then fix it up later. You know, that's the fucking thing everybody gotta remember. At the end of the day, we all putting on, whether you know it or not, we all put on acts. We all put on, probably are putting on acts that we show to other people, because that's how we are as human beings. We want acceptance. So I want to be accepted for just streaming. Oh, he's not streaming a niche game. He should be streaming Dead like Daylight. He be streaming Street Fighter. I don't want to, because another thing that pretty much gets me at sometimes, I get burnt. Yo, burnout is an actual fucking thing that happens with gaming, and I want people to remember that. Is that you can only play a game for so long until eventually you just feel like you need to take a step back. It's kind of why I am trying to be this variety streamer in a way. I know it's not the smart thing, because I might not hit a lot of y'all, and I might not hit the audience with a lot of y'all. I might just lose people watching. I may be competing for more views, because I may pick a game that may have 100 of fucking almost 100 streamers streaming it. But like how I feel, man. At the end of the day, we all put on our acts, our masks, and I might have to do the same. But I also want to say it straight up. Yo, I'm looking into other. I'm gonna start looking in. Maybe I'm gonna see about getting a commission done for like a new PNG avatar, because I have 3 at the current moment. This is the one that I'm using as my my icon for my what's the name, for both the Twitch and the Kick channel profile thing. I might have to see about getting some artwork for the rest. This is the one I started with. I actually started with a paper doll. I think I still have the file on my computer. I gotta look. But this is the one I purchased. This is a nice little light skin. And I don't know why I created another state. I don't have another PNG avatar, and this is the other one. Looking into commissioning one for like when I'm doing like fan servicey games, because I do have a capture card. I might set things up so where I can probably, and I do mean probably, I might set up my Switch, set up the controller, and play some DOA Extreme 3, because fan service is love and life. I'm gonna be upfront with y'all, like how I feel. Like, I love how motherfuckers get so upset over fucking fan service shit. Yet, I'm gonna say like how it is. Fan service makes up a good chunk of games and the audience. Like, think of it like this. Dead or Alive was a series where you might as well just say it like how it is. Here's what sold the game. Here's what they marketed the game with. Breast physics. It sounds juvenile at first, but you gotta remember the time period. Sex sold, and yeah, I'm sorry to say it, but sex still sells to some degree. Like, the audience was for, like, young men. It's only until recently they started toning it down because the weirdos that bitched about it, about the over-sexualization, even though they ain't gonna spend a dime into the game, spoke up and just ruined it. Like, I'm not trying to say a game should be all fucking fan titties bouncing everywhere and all that shit. Like, fan service is good, but it's also the like how I feel. Give me something. Give me something. If everything else is trash, give me something to be kind of like, okay, I'm in. It's kind of why I bought like Warriors of Orochi on Switch. I know it's not the best performing port of it, but Xbox, censor titty bounce. PlayStation, censor titty bounce. Nintendo, let the breast jiggle. I'm a simple man. I am a simple man. My avatar may be a female, but I am a simple man. Just give me something. Because honestly, like, I love also like how a lot of people on Twitter are freaking out over Stellar Blade. Oh, so much ass shots. Like, bruh, it's a third-person game. Most of the time, yo, seriously, it's a third-person game. What are you gonna see every fucking 99% of the time when you're playing? When you're moving, when the camera's facing like this and you're moving, what are you gonna see? I'm gonna see some ass. I'm gonna see the character's backside. I'm gonna see their butt. I'm gonna see their rear end. So if it looks appealing and gets me going, then fuck yeah, I'm gonna invest it. I seriously think that the internet, so many people on like want to bitch and moan about fan service and sexualization and shit, but we ain't addressing one thing. Y'all motherfuckers, like how I feel. If I buy something, I kind of got a right to complain about it, because again, I bought it. I spent money. There was an actual investment. But if I didn't buy something and I bitched about it, fuck no. My opinion means jack shit. I didn't spend nothing. It's kind of like why I'm not really touching like the whole console war thing. It's like how I truthfully. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just wandering at this point. My character doesn't even know what they're doing. But it's kind of why I don't like touching the console war issue, because I've honestly grown up with all the rival platforms and having all of them. Like, when I was in middle school, I owned a Wii, and then it was still somewhat relevant during my early years, during my high school years, but I owned a Wii. I owned a PS3. I owned a 360. Which did I truly enjoy playing on? I played on all of them. To me, the whole thing is the console wars, in my opinion, have officially kind of like, if you want me to be 100% real and honest, they're dead. It's been dead. It's been dead and buried, yet we keep on digging the corpse up because we want to relive the 90s all over again. I honestly just say it like how it is, man. Like, if I had to be honest about things, I'm gonna be honest. The days of the whole console war and all that, have long since been gone and buried, you know? It's... seriously though, you know. I just say it like how I feel, you know? It's just, when you stop and think about it, the whole idea of, and I'm actually laughing at many of the fanboys on all the sides are just bitching and moaning. Like Sony fanboys bitching and moaning, worried when Xbox is purchasing Activision Blizzard. In my opinion, they were all complaining about we're freaking the fuck out that COD's gonna become an exclusive on Xbox. Well, Sony's been doing that shit for like years. Think of it as this: how much has Sony spent money on just exclusivity deals alone just to get a leg up? Now, I'm not saying that's scummy. I'm not gonna say it's scummy because it's business, and again, unfortunately, there are no clear rules in the world of business other outside of laws, and if no laws are being violated, then everything's fine. But my wholehearted opinion has always been like this: the console wars are honestly, in my opinion, they've died since the 20. I want to say the 2020s. Mainly because if you think about it, there's now more options to play games. Like there's Xbox, there's PlayStation, there's Switch. But now PCs are becoming a really good alternative. And that's gaining traction. But that's also because PC gaming, in my opinion, is starting to become truly a mainstream thing. You know? When you stop and truly think about it. Like, I grew up when PC gaming was a niche. Where was it? Oh, hold up. Oh god, oh, I took my eyes off the fucking thing for a second. That giant turtle thing scared me. That thing scared me. I honestly just say like it is. I grew up where PC gaming was a niche. Like, it had its audience, and that's a fact. But I think it was also still one of those things that it wasn't the mainstream. Many people, when they get a PC, they buying it for, like, not for gaming. They're buying that shit for, like, offices and shit. Like, point of sale systems and shit. When you stop and think about it. You know, it wasn't until, like, I would say the mid to late 2010s is when PC gaming really started picking up. Like, I'm not gonna say PC gaming was always this, oh, a non-existent niche thing. No, it's just the audience was, in my opinion, not as really widespread as it is now. Like, think of it as this. Back then, most PC games were either unique experiences or licensed slop to keep the kiddies busy, or ports of console games. Nowadays, it's a platform where you can create games, you can make money creating games, and you can push hardware to its limits. Like, nowadays, the limitations of the platform has been evolving. It's evolving faster than consoles are, because oh, sorry, I need that drink. What's that? What was I? Oh, yeah. Oh god, my brain is in fucking constant boot mode. Like, yeah, I just have those moments where I blank. This is a genuine me. Nah, for real, like, PC gaming has grown. Like, think of it as this. Most consoles nowadays, when you think of, like, let's look back at the PS4, Xbox One, and just call them what they technically were. Just, kind of to some degree, I do have to say I got this thought process from Review Tech USA before the bullshit with him, but when I stopped and thought of it like that, it made a lot more sense. But that the PS4 and Xbox One were basically just low-spec PCs. Like, these are consoles that were the minimum spec requirements. And then the I can't think. This is so fucking bad. I had my train of thought, then I got sidetracked, and then my brain just went. My brain went dead. I cannot hide it. I cannot lie. I cannot hide this for convenient edits of when I go duh, when I go silent and focus and then go duh. I cannot. I love this. But what's the name? What was I? Then like the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro beefed up the specs. Were a little bit more like up there and the like. But nowadays, like how I feel about the 9th generation, my opinion has always been this. It's kind of been one of those things where you look at it, and they are trying to be like gaming PCs with their own personal OS. I think the only exception to the rule is really the Nintendo Switch, but Nintendo has always done their own thing, and that's actually a fact when you stop and think about it. Like, remember the standard of the time during the original Xbox, PlayStation 2 era, that generation, and GameCube generation? Nintendo was using mini DVDs, a niche as hell format for their games. But outside of that, the competition was using full-on discs, DVDs. Nintendo has always done their own thing. Like when discs started becoming the regular, here's Nintendo. What is Nintendo doing? We're using cartridges still. When it was actually getting more expensive to make cartridge games, and it was becoming more affordable to just make a disc-based game. But I digress. I honestly do believe like the console war is dead and dying only because, in my wholehearted, honest opinion, it's just is that in truth, there's too many options nowadays. Nowadays, you can play a game on a console. If you have a decent enough computer, you can play it on PC. It used to be, in all honesty, back then, your options were either play it on this console or that console. I think the moment PC gaming started evolving, when it started becoming more relevant, is when everything, like the whole console war started to die. Because remember, the whole point of the console war was that you could only play games on this console or that console. Nowadays, it's where we have plenty of options to play games, and even more. Like, I think the future is going to be for the whole big three war. Who can get the better service? Who can give the better like service-based model? I honestly will say like how I feel, truthfully. Like, this isn't because I'm playing on an Xbox and most of my games are on my I own an Xbox, or that I like Game Pass. But when you stop and think of it like this, Microsoft has been never truly about hardware sales. They've been more about software and services. Think of what is the major money earner for Microsoft? It is not Xbox. It's actually Windows and Office. Because guess what? PC manufacturers, unless they're willing to use Linux, which many don't. Many might not want to do that because they gotta make it to what's name, you know? make it easy, and not all Linux systems are very easy to use. And I'm not gonna go on and on about, oh, Linux is great. No, I'm just gonna point out the facts. Like, Microsoft makes money whenever you buy a copy of Windows. You don't have to activate it. You just have to buy it. The moment you buy it, digital, physical, whatever, guess what? Microsoft made their money. You want to get Office? You have to pay for their service. You got to pay their subscription. Guess what? You buy Office 365. That's about like $8 a month. Could make more with they make more with other means and the like. You know, Microsoft has never, in my opinion, their major money earner has always been just the software of Windows and these services like Office. So Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and like when that came out, I wasn't really surprised Microsoft was going this route, but that was also because I had a good idea of Microsoft's strategy. It's also when you look at, like I said this in one of my other earlier streams, look at how online for console games, back in the day, online was free. To some extent, you had to pay the ISP. Well, other than the Dreamcast, you actually had to, the Dreamcast, the original Xbox was one of the few systems that had you, for the internet, for the online games, you actually had to pay money into. You know, like Xbox Live back then, you had to pay a subscription to get a part of. But after that, let's also look at it like how it is. Then Xbox Live Gold. The only two consoles that still had free internet access for their online games was Sony and Nintendo, the PS3 and the Wii. Then let's go a step further. Gold is still a thing during the PS4 era. But guess what? The PS4, for their online games outside of the free-to-play, guess what you needed? PlayStation Plus. And if you didn't have that PS Plus subscription, you were not getting jack shit on this online game. Oh, you want to play Call of Duty with the boys? Well, sorry, fucknuts, you had to pay us. That is the funny thing when you stop and think about it. And in that instance, I will say it wholeheartedly. I'll say the quiet part that Sony doesn't want anyone to say. They were fucking following Microsoft's lead. Because they started realizing, oh shit, this one subscription plan we have that we've been giving away free games for and a good sales with, we could be making it a mandatory thing for our consumers to fucking buy to play their game. Yo, I'm sorry, I can't keep saying that with a straight fucking face because it is hilarious the more I stop and think about it. It's one of those instances where I say like how it is. Microsoft has always been trying to see, in truth, how much can we push this like service-based model onto console gaming. And they did it. with Xbox Live, then they're pushing it even further with Game Pass. And even though some Xbox games are coming to Switch and PS4, you want my honest, wholehearted opinion about it? It's just still gonna be money in Microsoft's pocket. Game Pass is always going to be their biggest thing. It's gonna be always economically the more affordable option for gaming. Because think of it as this. Outside of getting it a game on sale, with Game Pass Ultimate, you get access to a whole back catalog, even some modern games. But you get access to all these games. You get access to a whole lot of games on like PC on the Microsoft Store version, but nevertheless PC. You get Xbox Live Gold. Not only that, you are also getting 10% off of all things on Game Pass. DLC, games. You're saving $10. You also get EA Play, so that's another thing. But even that, like, Game Pass Ultimate has been more of an economically kind of affordable thing. $15-16 a month. And what do I get? Like, seriously, like, I honestly say like how it is. You know? Honestly, you know, and I just say like how I feel. Exclusivity has always been it's been necessary, but also kind of bullshit in its own right. Because to see what Sony has done, especially when I honestly say the Modern Warfare reboots have been I'm not a fan. I've actually fell out of Call of Duty. I own Cold War, but it piqued my interest enough. But outside of that, I fell off. Like, I played Black Ops 1. That was the last modern, at the time, the last modern Call of Duty game I played. Spent so much time playing Modern Warfare 2. But seriously, I seriously would say like how it is. Like, oh, you can play the single player campaign, but early, only if you buy it on PlayStation. That was source crap, even I knew that. God. Like how I said, like, when I stream these games, I'm not trying to chase trends and everything. Maybe I'll do some stupid shit with, challenges and the like. I might start making real big plans for the streams, but right now I'm just gonna take the weekend to kind of cook up ideas, bullshit around, you know. And work it out from there. But seriously though, yo, I feel kind of like relaxed. Like, but I also feel so damn good lately. Like, I've been actually trying out Gamer Supps, their new, gamer soups. It's actually pretty fucking good. It's the best ramen, instant ramen I've had. A cup of soup. But honestly, I will say, like how it is, the Xbox Series versions of Final Fantasy 14, this shit is actually handling it pretty damn well, in my opinion. Like, I actually am enjoying this. It's performing pretty well, a lot better than than on the PlayStation 4 version. Well, then again, I was playing on the Slim, not the Pro, but you try to find a PS4 Pro nowadays for a damn good price, and the pricing of like these Pro consoles, I'll take what I can get. This is the Xbox Series S, and this is already performing damn good. Like, I'm not gonna lie and say it's bullshit or whatever. Damn good for the price. Ugh. But honestly, like, how I'm gonna just say, like, what I'm noticing is that so many people are so wrapped up in, like, console brand loyalty that they kind of do need to remember, y'all are the reason these companies still make their money. If you feel like this is a bad look for the company, if you're that afraid of it going under, then they literally are depending on you. Like how I truly feel. and this is just my opinion. Sony kind of is, to the more likely extent, probably depending on PlayStation, than Microsoft is with Xbox. Because when you stop and look at Xbox, Microsoft's major money earners, you start realizing, oh shit, something's not adding up here. I'm not saying they don't care about Xbox, it's just Xbox has been just their way of breaking into the console market, their own way, and now they've developed an ecosystem that is actually becoming profitable in some aspects. Yay! In rooms. But I just say it like how it is. You want my honest opinion about things? Let's look at it like how it is. I want to remind people. The Shadow War released on all platforms, but on Xbox, you got a 2-for-1 deal if you bought the game. Because if you bought it on Xbox, you got access to the PC, the Windows Store version of it. Killer Instinct was the same. KI was available on Windows and Xbox. You had a choice. And I love this. I'm honestly gonna say it like how it is. But I don't know. I'm just enjoying giving myself, just taking the whole idea of what I plan on doing with these streams. I'm not, is the end goal be all end all wanting to be like, oh, like Russ and Badge or like Darrow or even bigger content creators? That's the goal, that's the dream, but I know I gotta put in a lot more work. I know I gotta do a lot of investments. And I also know I gotta really get myself out there. I think that's why I'm gonna start like doing my streams. I might have to do my streams on the, well, I gotta at least give myself time to relieve burnout. But like how I feel, I might play games more, some games more than once. But in my wholehearted opinion, I'm gonna stick to my schedule the way it is. Letting everything be a chill out thing. Like, because game burnout is real. And the one thing I do kind of want to always stress is it's okay if you get burnt out of a game. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing. It just means that it's time to just step away from it for a bit. Kind of what I've done. But I think starting tomorrow and Tuesday, I might get back into fighting game streams again. Maybe I'll stream some KI. Alrighty. Well, I hope you all enjoyed watching me play the game, and also I'm hoping y'all enjoyed my insight on things. Like, I'm not gonna go wholehearted. I want you all to know my opinion, like how I feel. Do not take don't take opinions as gospel. Take opinions as like insights. Because anybody can say Xbox is dying, that Sony's dying, that Nintendo's dying. Anyone can make opinions like that. They can say a game sucks. It's up to you to make your own decision on that. And I'm out. I will see you guys next stream tomorrow at 11 in the morning. See you guys later.